Today we're installing a red engine start stop button on my BMW M4 because it adds a little bit of style and it's actually really easy to do. So I'm going to show you how it's done. For this install, you're going to need some trim tools and a micro flathead screwdriver or like a pokey thing. Here's the replacement button that I will be installing on the car today. Here's the front, here's the back. Let's take a look at these prongs. I want you to pay attention to those because we're going to use them later on. I will have a link to this actually in the description below, and they are actually available in a lot of different colors. So let's move on and take a look at our workspace. Here's our workspace for the day. This is the ignition / engine start stop button on my BMW M4. Something to pay attention to is that this switch is actually used across a lot of the BMW line of this era. So if you have this switch in your car, you can do this exact same mod and the procedure is going to be exactly the same, which is we're going to remove the switch, then we're going to remove the actual button, replace the button, and then actually replace the switch. This should be pretty straightforward. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to actually remove the switch. What I want you to do is I want you to take your trim tool here, and if you don't have a trim tool, use the link in the description below and order a set. They're less than 10 bucks on Amazon, and it's really the way to go. So what you want to do is some people put some tape here if you're going to use like a butter knife or something like that. I just don't recommend it. Be patient. Use an actual trim tool. And what you're going to do is you're going to just come under this edge here, and then you're just going to kind of lift up and help pry it out of the dashboard. It actually comes out pretty easy here. And then you'll notice that there's a connector on the back. You're going to want to squeeze it and just undo it. That is going to release your start stop button, and now we're going to remove this button here. Taking a closer look at the switch, if you look at the back, we're going to notice that there are a couple of tabs, actually 6 of them, that run along the top of this backing plate. We're going to undo those so that we can remove this backing so that we have access to the actual back of the button so we can release it from the assembly. Alright, so take your favorite like small flathead screwdriver or pokey thing, technical term, and go ahead and start to release these tabs while kind of pushing them up a little bit, and you'll notice that they start to release. You're going to just start doing this all the way around the switch. Seems like if you work it from the top of the switch, it's a little bit easier. There we go. Now they're all just popping off super easy. There we go. Come on. All right. These last two are a little bit more difficult. Come on. There we go. One more. And it's released. Now, you are going to separate the two pieces, and we'll go from here. To remove the button, we're going to turn this whole assembly around, and we're going to take a look actually inside of this hole. You're going to notice that there are 2 tabs here. Maybe it's easier if I just show you the back of the switch again. This is what I was talking about. What you want to do is inside of this hole, there are these same 2 tabs. What you want to do is you want to have them compressed in and then push out, and then it'll release from the assembly itself. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so take your micro screwdriver and just push that tab in and kind of down a little bit. Not too much. You don't want to actually break the prong itself, and then go from both sides and do the same. It's kind of a little tricky, but there you go. Once you get it, it's going to pop right out, and what you'll notice is that this pulls right out, and now we're ready to replace the button. We are in the home stretch. Take your new button here, and you're just going to put it right where it belongs and push until it clicks. Boom. Now it is installed in the switch itself, and it looks pretty cool. Then we're just going to reverse our steps. Go ahead and take the backing to the switch module and fit it on like Legos. It's going to fit only one way. You don't have to force it, and just push it in and it'll click together, and then it is completely reassembled, and now all we have to do is hook it up and put it back in the car. Take your switch, take the connector, put it back in. It'll fit only one way. Click it together. Take your switch and line it up properly and just poke it right in. Done. Then what I would do is go ahead and give the car a start. Hey, it works. All right, so there it is installed in all of its glory, and I think it ties the interior quite nicely together with my M1 and M2 buttons on the steering wheel. Gives it a nice sporty vibe. I'm all about it. I hope that was easy to follow. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.